here we are again.
Yep, I like your office.
I like your
Yeah.
the wine bottle in the background.
You're a pro at Chianti wine.
I can't remember the grapes already. Sangiovese or something like that.
Did you learn about the rooster? So you went on a wine tour with your friends that are here. I did not go with you to that. So did you learn about the rooster? Why did they use a rooster?
So that is it's kind of the symbol that it is, what she called the Chianti police approved. So if it's Chianti Classico is 80, it must be 80% of those grapes. Sangiovese grapes, I guess. And then, so the rooster just means it's grapes from this region.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you want to look for the rooster. Let's see.
Yeah, or a local product.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, and we actually tried this one and it's a good one. So we have guests with us.
Yes.
Your friends that are now my friends.
Yes. Three high school friends, or three actually childhood friends, and one friend I met in Japan who is from Germany.
Yeah, it's been so fun to be with them. And we went on an adventure with your friend Britta from Germany, and we're in this cute little town sitting to order food, and our waiter starts talking in German. We're in Italy, they're talking in German. So not only do I not know what they're saying in Italian, I don't know what they're saying in German, but I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. I know. And she couldn't figure out how he knew she was from Germany because she was speaking to us in English. So something about her, he knew.
Yeah.
We found out about Arezzo from our host, Doreen, at the Airbnb. She's always giving us great, places to go.
She has been the perfect host. I mean, beyond perfect.
I know. She's above and beyond in every way.
So if you're ever in search of a place to stay in Florence, well, outside Florence, because it's what, 10, 15 minutes maybe. I mean, if you're riding the bus, then it takes a little bit because you have to wait for the bus, but it's just right outside of town.
Yeah.
You can,
and it's perfect. It's been perfect for us because, we're not really, haven't been in a hurry to get places.
Yeah.
And, it does, taking the bus, it does take a little bit more time, but.
It's been perfect though. And she's taken us in her own personal car and delivered us to places she feels like we need to experience while we're here. And oh my goodness, she took your friends to the train station super early this morning and volunteered to do that instead of ordering a cab.
Yes, we kept telling her, no, it's all right. We're just, the taxi will take them. It's 5:00, 5:15 in the morning. So but she's like, oh, I'm up that early anyway. But
yeah, she's fantastic. So I fell in love with that cute little town. So I think I will be taking a trip up there for a day without the market because it's just so cute. I want to see what it's like without the market.
Yeah, it has a really different feel. Like, I don't know. You can find out like how traffic is, or if there's any cars in those streets, or because they're blocked off for the market. But
oh my goodness, like all the streets we only saw maybe, I don't know, we saw a fraction of that market.
Yeah. You could easily be there like 8 hours.
Absolutely. So Dory told us to be there super early, but we didn't get there till noon, maybe. Was it noon?
I think maybe.
So we
Let's
were
see.
there for a few hours and only saw part of it.
Yeah.
But it was fun to just take a little trip through time, looking through all of those fun things. Like they
Yeah.
had sheet music and art and gosh, I saw like baby, like blessing gowns. Did you see that? The little
Oh,
blessing gowns that were like super old and china and dishes,
yeah. Furniture,
furniture,
dressers, chairs. Yeah.
yeah, jewelry, all the things. It was really fun to see all of that.
Photographs, postcards.
Yeah. You have 3 friends, you said, high school, childhood friends, even here visiting. So when they came, they gave us these. So this is so cute. This little guy, it's a little wooden guy. What is his name, JoAnn? What is it called?
Daruma. Daruma is the name.
Daruma?
Yeah. I didn't know about it actually. I've seen them all over the place, but I didn't know the story behind it.
So is this is a Japanese thing? A
Mhm.
Japanese?
Yeah.
So it's just a wooden, like a weeble wobble kind of, but he doesn't have any eyes. So apparently you're supposed to draw in the eye when you make a wish or set an intention.
Yes.
And then the other eye you can draw in when you reach that.
Yes. Yes.
So I
Because
think,
they know we're all about making our dreams come true.
yes. So I think this is perfect timing for that because we are living our impossible goal right now. It's not so impossible because we're doing it. We're right in the middle of it. And how does that feel to you, JoAnn? Living your
It's,
dream right now.
yeah. I don't, when I think about it, I don't know if I, from the beginning, if I had that intention, that I set this impossible goal. I don't think I did that. There
Oh,
was a dream out there that I wanted to do. And then and we're now it's done. I didn't have that starting point that you had, of this is my impossible dream. I didn't name it that. It just
mm.
was something, you know, that was on my someday
All
list.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, right, your story is a little different than mine, I guess. Yeah. Because when I went to life coach school, we learned about how to create with your thoughts. And we were encouraged to set an impossible goal at the beginning of the year. So we had been talking about the impossible goal. And so here's January, and I wanted to jump on that too. So I set the impossible goal of living for a couple months in Italy. And so that was the beginning of my story because it was on my someday list. And I just
Mhm.
chose it to test out the theory that your thoughts create things. So that's where mine started. But
Yeah,
your
and I found I have a notebook, and I had dated it. It was January 2021 when I wrote down Italy 2022 and started jotting down thoughts and looking for places and so yeah, so then that was good. I have a definite, oh, okay, that's when I started really putting things to paper, January 2021.
Yeah, so it was a year.
And it was through, yeah, Sherry's class, the course. So
Yeah. Well, that really helped me too, just working through that idea that um, you don't have to wait around for that
mhm.
someday. I mean, today
If
is the
not
day.
now, when?
If not now, when? So, so I guess we can get curious about what our next impossible or our someday or our dream, what our intention is going to be, so we can fill in this little eye on this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what my next impossible goal is or my next dream that I want to work on.
Yeah, I think for myself, I'm gonna call it something else, because if I call it the impossible goal, it's already like that word is already in there. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna call it something else. But um, what? I don't know yet. But my
I
dream.
I agree. Just because we've been learning about words with Christy Whitman, right? So
Yes.
she's been talking about the importance, like the energy behind words. So that
Right.
impossible goal, even though it's a grand idea, there
Yes.
is power behind that word impossible.
Yeah, because it already sets the tone for me, like
Yeah, right.
impossible, and then I'm just gonna have to really climb over it.
Right. Gonna have to work hard.
Yeah,
Hard. Yeah, I agree.
it's gonna be the next, like something, the next. Mm, I'll have to think about it. But what's the next big thing? It's I feel like it might be something related to business for me.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I still, the grander thing is to live in another place for 2 months.
Yeah.
Do that two times in a year. So maybe next year, do this twice in a different country. Like 2 months in Japan, 2 months in Mexico
Oh, okay.
in one year. Mm. So maybe it is already, if I want to do that, business is going to be um, the fuel behind it.
Yeah.
So because unless unless it's gifted to me, if money just rains on me, you know, then my business will need to be doing pretty good in order for me to live 2 months in Japan and 2 months in Mexico.
Well, what are the options of making that happen? What are the options? Because there are people who live a couple months places and they don't have their own business, like Mladen.
Oh, you saved up.
Yeah, there are other ways of doing it. You don't have to have your own business, but that's the way you want to do it.
Right. Right. Because I don't have it saved up now. Well, I could if I want to take from my retirement, I could, or sell the house.
Yeah,
There
there's
are
all,
ways. I mean, there are ways.
yeah,
Yeah.
there
It's
are
just
all the
right now,
options.
it's not my first choice.
Yeah, right.
So,
Hmm.
so in a
I,
sense, that does open it up though, because I already decide it is possible. What is my preference in how it what it will take to get there. So
Right. And I think that's another one of those Christy Whitman words, like the have to the get to.
right.
It
Yeah.
provides a choice. You have a choice. You could sell the house. You could get another job. You could do all of the things, but what's your preference?
Yeah. I'm gonna get to make $50,000 in 6 months.
Yeah. Ooh, so $50,000 in 6 months.
Well, let's see. I don't know if that's really the right amount, but
Well,
let's
throwing out a number, that's good to throw out
let's
a number.
well, how much do you think this trip will cost? Not only being here, but taking care of what needs to be taken care of at home.
Well, I
Probably,
think, let's just say it costs us, we already did kind of the math of what a week cost us, right?
well, I think accommodations and airfare and all that, it was less than $5,000, wasn't it? For both of us. I mean, for each person for the whole 2 months,
Oh, yes.
it was less than 5,000, like
Yeah.
4,000.
Mhm.
So 4,000, and then let's pretend it's $200 a week, which is that's not correct, but
It's a guesstimate. It's
it's a
pretty good
guesstimate.
guess.
So 800 a month, so 1,600, 5,000. Let's say 6,000.
A month
No,
for 2
the whole
months.
time. Mhm.
Okay, so it's going to cost $6,000 for 2 months for you to be in another country.
Yes, but then there's also the stuff at
Right,
home.
right. So it's
I'm
going,
get it's like 3,000, so less than 10,000 for 2 months. Yeah,
so $10,000 is what you,
times two, 20,000 for that to happen 2 times in 1 year.
okay, let's do it. How are you going to make that happen?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, well, look, you just gave us some numbers to play with. That was more than we had when we
I
started the
know,
call.
I know.
And that's really how you do it. You get
Yeah,
curious, talk about it, and play around with it.
extra 20,000. Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's actually last year I didn't know how I would do it, and then my tax refund took care of it.
yeah. Yep. Well, I don't know it. That's a pretty good goal right there. I don't know if that's going to fill in my eye of this guy, but I like that idea. Something else that sparked interest in my head was our conversation with our Facebook group and talking to JoAnn and her desire to go hiking here. She called it hut to hut. Hut to hut
That's
hiking.
a hiking or something like that.
Hut to
Yeah.
hut hiking. And I had never heard of that before, but I've kind of got distracted with checking into some of that. And it's amazing. And I am not in physical shape to go do that right now. So I would
Oh,
to plan that. So if
yeah.
that were a goal of mine,
Yes. What would it take?
number one, I would want to go with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Yep.
that's JoAnn.
Yep. I
Or
think it would be easy to find somebody. I
yeah,
think a lot of people would be interested.
right. So maybe that's a guide. I really think I would want to have a guide because it's some serious hiking. So you're up in the mountains and you're like traveling that way. So instead of airplane that takes you from city to city, or ship that takes you from, land to land, or car, on the roads, this is like mountain to mountain, like
Yeah.
this, a view that how many people get to see that? I'm thinking, there are places to stay when you do things like that. So
Well, that's the whole thing about the hut to hut.
yeah,
There are
yeah,
places and they have the arrangement. There's probably a lot of different companies that do that and they will provide the food.
yeah. So you don't
Like
have to,
cook your dinner.
yeah, you
Make your
don't have
breakfast.
to have the gigantic pack.
Right.
I mean, you probably have a backpack, but you don't have like your whole world on your back. What was the name of that movie or that book? Cheryl?
Oh, wild. Wild.
Yeah, it wouldn't be something like that, or maybe it would. I
No.
don't know. You
Well,
don't have to have your big pack like that. So, like 6 days, I saw one for 6 days.
yeah.
Do a 6-day adventure. There's
Yeah.
probably some that are bigger than that. There might be some that are smaller than that. Anyway, it sounds pretty exciting. So I would want to find somebody to go with, probably a guide. And I would need to get out and go hiking, get my body used to hiking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I like hiking, but I'm not out hiking like serious hikes
we
on
know
the day.
Mariama and Lisa and their group, they go hiking all the time, right?
So maybe I join a hiking group. I mean, I was doing that rock climbing. I'm sure I can find a group like that.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's it. And
All right.
that's how you do it. I think I'll look into that because that looks like fun.
Are you ready to fill in your eye?
No, no, because it's fresh in my mind. I'm not ready to commit to it yet. I'm just playing around with the idea.
But you walk so much here, like all the way down to the city, and that you might not think it's that much, but I think it's a lot already.
Well, this is,
But it's not like you're in horrible shape, is what I'm saying.
well, here's the thing about me that I know about me. Once I commit to something, it's done.
Right.
So I feel like I need to do some more exploring before I write in the eye, because otherwise I can't white it out. I could probably white it out because the eye is white.
Yeah. Well, maybe by the time we leave here to go home, maybe it'll be
Yes.
a little bit more settled.
Okay.
Because you can start now to look at you joined the Facebook group for foreigners in Florence, and already you're finding, oh, there's some, you know, like I could get information from them about things and
Yeah.
and all that. So maybe when you join some groups and then somebody's going to say, oh, I did that last year.
Yeah.
I know a great guide.
Okay. Well, I can commit to this before I go home. Before I go home to Las Vegas, I will fill in my eye. That gives me some time to explore what it is that I want.
Yes.
Because it's pretty important, this little guy. Anyway, cheers to impossible dreams that we're now going to rename something else.
Yes, I like that idea. I like that idea.
I do too. I do too. The power of words, the energy behind them.
Yes.
I'll come up with a different phrase.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Well, another thing that I want to do, JoAnn, is the cookbook.
Oh.
I want to do a cookbook.
Yes, we're jotting down some ideas and recipes and dishes. So
Yeah, I was thinking we want an Italian cookbook. Do we want it to be like a um
hey, I was just thinking you could do little, attachments like for every country stay in for 2 months. We'll have the Italian and then the Japanese and then the Mexican.
you know what? It should come in one of those 3-ring binder things
Yeah.
that you can installments.
Yes. Insert. Yeah. And then it's gonna be the whole world cookbook.
Yes. Yeah, and I was thinking I would like to put in some ideas for vegetarian ideas
Yes.
in
Yes.
Italy because
Vegetarian and vegan, I think would be
yeah,
nice.
because it seems so out of the normal here, you know.
Yes. Yes. Yeah,
So
I would like that too.
it would be nice to see or have that available, you know.
Right. I agree.
So yeah, I have some favorites that I want to add to that, but let's be making a list of what we want to add to our recipes. And we've been creating, stirring up stuff. And Doreen, when our host, when she came over and we were talking to her about what we were creating, you told her the tortellini that you made, and she was like,
She's not convinced. She's more traditional.
yes. But you know, if she tried it, she probably would like it. I mean, it's delicious. The creations we're making are delicious. Yeah. Anyway, well, this is fun creating with you, JoAnn.
Yes.
So
It is.
everybody, it's fun when they join us too. So all of you, when you join us, give us your comments and your dreams. And, you know, we have the behind the lens that we do. We've done 2 times now on the Facebook group.
Join our Facebook group, the Unicorn Lens private Facebook group, and we have like a little social hour.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Next one will be April 24th on Sunday.
April 24th at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, AM.
Yes. Okay.
All righty.
Ciao, JoAnn.
Ciao. Arrivederla.
Arrivederci.
Bye.
Bye.